You're 8 years old, barefoot on cracked concrete. The heat rising off the asphalt burns the soles of your feet. You've wrapped electrical tape around an old wooden stick, your bat. Your ball is a tennis ball someone threw away, scuffed and half deflated. The boundary is a parked motorcycle. The stumps are a chalk line on a wall. You don't know it yet, but this moment, right here, on this street corner with the dust in your eyes and the sun on your neck, this is where everything changes. Level 1 is the Gully. You play every single day because it's the only thing that makes you feel alive. Your friends are your teammates, your opponents, your entire world. There are no coaches, no boundaries, no rules except the ones you make up. Someone yells, "How's that?" and everyone stops to argue about whether it was actually out. It takes 5 minutes. Nobody's keeping score. Not really. The real score is the respect you feel when you hit a 6 and it clears the wall. That ball disappearing over the boundary, even if it's just a motorcycle exhaust pipe, that's everything. At 8, at 10, at 12, the Gully is where you learn the first truth about cricket. It's not about technique. It's about hunger. You've got no fancy training. Nobody taught you the correct grip. You taught yourself by watching older boys. You learned to bowl by throwing rocks at targets. Your footwork is whatever works when you're dodging potholes and stray dogs. But you've got something the kids with expensive bats and private coaches don't have. You've got desperation. Because every run you score, every wicket you take, it matters. It means you're better than you were yesterday. It means for a few hours you're not thinking about how your shoes have holes in them. You're not thinking about home. You're alive. One afternoon when you're around 12, a man shows up. He's watching from the side of the road. He doesn't say anything, just watches. After the game, he walks over. "You play real cricket?" he asks. You don't know what he means. This is real cricket. Come to my club on Saturday, 6 a.m. He hands you an address scrawled on paper. You don't even know his name. But you show up. Because the Gully taught you something. When someone notices you, you show up.
Level 2, Club Cricket.
Saturday, 6 a.m. You've never woken up this early for cricket before. Your first club match. You're terrified. There's a proper ground, actual grass. A proper pitch that's been rolled and marked. There are white boundary lines painted on the ground. This isn't a gully anymore. This is cricket. The coach, his name is Sharma, watches you bat in the nets. After 10 minutes, he calls you over. "Your stance is wrong," he says. "Your grip is wrong. Everything you learned out there," he points toward the city, "forget it." And for the first time you realize, natural talent is not enough. You play your first club match. 16 runs off 30 balls. You're nervous. You're thinking too much. The Gully taught you to feel the game. Here, you have to understand it. There are other players your age. Some are richer. Some have been coached since they could walk. Some already know, before they even step onto the pitch, that they're better than you. But you have something they don't. You know what hunger tastes like. Week after week, you improve. Your score goes from 16 to 22 to 35. You take your first real wicket, a proper bowling spell where you don't just throw the ball, you actually bowl it. 4 overs, 1 wicket, 8 runs. The coach nods at you afterward. Just a nod, like he's acknowledging that you're finally beginning to understand. By the end of the season, you're the highest scorer in your age group. Not the most talented, the most consistent. That's the difference club cricket teaches you. It's not about the moment. It's about showing up day after day when nobody's watching.
Level 3, School Cricket.
Your school team picks you for the district tournament. You're 14. Now there are stands, real stands, with people sitting in them. Your mom is in the back row. She took off work. She's never seen you play real cricket before. The first match is against a school from the city. These kids have batting coaches. Some of them have been to camps. They look confident in a way you don't. You're batting 5th. The openers are out. The pressure is heavier than anything you felt in the Gully. You walk out to bat and the noise hits you different. It's not dozens of people shouting, it's hundreds. You score 47, not a massive score, but it's solid. It's real. And when you walk off, your mom is crying. Not sad crying, proud crying. That matters more than the 47 runs. Over the next 2 years, school cricket becomes your identity. You're not the poor kid from the gully anymore, you're the cricketer. Your teammates want to be around you because you make them better. Your school starts bragging about you. Local newspaper prints your picture after a big match. But here's where school cricket gets complicated. Success breeds expectation. You're supposed to win now. You're supposed to be the one who carries the team. When you score a duck, and you do, the entire school knows about it. They whisper, they wonder if the 47 was a fluke. It's not. But the pressure teaches you something valuable. You learn that consistency matters more than brilliance. You learn that the crowd's opinion is like wind. It moves you around unless you stay rooted. By your final year of school, you're the leading scorer in district cricket. You've been selected for a state trial. For the first time, you're playing against the best players from your region. And you're terrified. Because you're about to find out if the gully, the club, the school, if any of it prepared you for what's actually coming.
Level 4, State Cricket and Trials.
The State Academy trial is 3 days long. 40 kids. Most of them are better than you. You walk in and immediately see it. There's a hierarchy you didn't know about. These kids have sponsors. They train year-round. They've got private coaches analyzing their technique on video. They've been preparing for this since they were 6. You've been preparing since you were 8. Your first match, you make 12 runs. Not a duck, but not good. Not good enough. You're in the middle of the batting order, and you're thinking instead of playing. You're trying to be someone you're not. You're trying to be like them. These polished, prepared kids with perfect technique. You forget to be hungry. Second day, you make 34. Third day, you make 41. But your overall performance is average. Not selected. You sit in the parking lot after the results and cry. Actually cry. Because for the first time, you realize you might not make it. There are thousands of kids just like you. Thousands with the same hunger. The question isn't, can you be good? The question is, can you be better than everyone else? But here's the thing about hunger. It doesn't go away. It gets sharper. You spend the next year playing club cricket, scoring big. 73, 89, 102. You get selected for District 11, then State U19, then State Probables. The second trial comes around. You're ready. You score 45, 67, and 82. You take 5 wickets across the 3 matches bowling. You're selected. And when your name is called, your mom is crying again. But this time, you cry too.
Level 5, State Team and Domestic.
You move to the State Academy Hostel. You're 17. For the first time, cricket is not just what you do, it's what you are. You train 6 hours a day, 6 days a week. Your roommate is also a state player. His name is Arjun. He's better than you. You know it immediately. He's got technique that looks like it was designed in a lab. His batting average is 52. Yours is 43. Every morning you wake up, you're competing against him. Every net session, you're trying to prove something. Every match, you're either closing the gap or falling further behind. The first month, you fall behind, significantly. You make 8, 15, 23, 12. Your confidence is in the gutter. You call your mom crying. She says what she always says. You didn't come this far to only come this far. So you change something. You stop trying to be technical. You go back to what the gully taught you. You feel the ball. You trust your instinct. You stop overthinking. Next 5 matches, 56, 78, 61, 89, 71. Suddenly, you're not second anymore. You're competing. The state team plays domestic cricket now. Ranji Trophy, Vijay Hazare, real televised cricket. You're 19 years old and you're batting against bowlers who have international experience. Some of them have played tests. You make your first 50 in Ranji cricket. The ball is moving off the seam. The light is fading. You're playing bowlers who are genuinely trying to get you out, not practicing. You feel it in your stomach. This is real. Over the next 2 years, you become a consistent performer. Your average crosses 50. You're selected for India A tours. You're in camps with guys who have Indian caps. And that's when you understand. The gap between state cricket and international cricket is massive. But so is the hunger that brought you this far. You're 21 now. You've been selected for the national team camp. You call your mom. She's at work. The phone line is bad, but you hear her say, "God is finally listening." And you think back to that 8-year-old kid on the cracked concrete with electrical tape around a stick. That kid doesn't exist anymore, but he's still inside you. That hunger, that need to prove something, that belief that you're meant for something bigger than the Gully. You're about to find out if you're right.
Level 6. Fringe International Player.
Your first national team camp is surreal. You're in a room with guys you've only seen on TV. Virat's been named after by commentators. Bowlers who have actual test records. Batsmen with international averages. You're the new guy. The kid who doesn't belong here yet. The first net session, you're batting against the best bowlers in the country. The pace is different. The accuracy is different. These guys are not trying to get you out. They're designed to get you out. You make 8 runs in the nets. You feel invisible. But you're selected for an ODI squad. Not playing. On the bench. Watching. You sit in the dressing room during your first international match. Your legs are shaking. The noise from the stadium is unlike anything you've ever experienced. It's not thousands. It's 50,000 people. The match happens around you. You don't play. You just watch. You watch the way the openers construct an innings. You watch the bowlers' plans. You watch a batsman read the field and place a ball in a gap you didn't even know existed. After the match, the captain walks past and says, "You'll get your chance. Be ready." 2 more matches on the bench. 3rd match, you're in. It happens at minute 47 of the match. Your team has lost 2 wickets early. The 4th official holds up the board. Number 7. That's you. Your legs are shaking as you walk out. The pitch looks different from the dressing room. The ball is moving. The crowd is roaring. For a second, you feel like that 8-year-old again. Terrified, excited, desperate to prove something. You bat for 11 overs. You score 22 runs. 1 boundary, 1 6. It's not spectacular, but it's clean. You don't make a mistake. You do your job. After the match, the captain shakes your hand. "Good start, kid." That night, you call your mom. She already saw the highlights on TV. She's screaming so loud you have to hold the phone away. You're an international cricketer now. But you know something the fans don't. You haven't actually proven anything yet. You've just stepped onto the stage. Now comes the harder part. Staying there.
Level 7. Regular International Player.
Over the next 2 years, you become a fixture in the ODI team. Your average climbs to 38, then 42, then 45. You start playing Test cricket. The first 50 comes at the Arun Jaitley Stadium, a hometown crowd. Your entire family is there. You celebrate with them in the stands after the match. Your mom is screaming. Your dad is silent, just nodding. That nod means everything. But international cricket is a different kind of pressure than anything you've experienced. At the club level, if you fail, maybe 50 people know. At school level, maybe 500. At domestic level, maybe 5,000. At international level, 50 million people know. And half of them want you gone. You go 4 matches without a 50. The comments start. He's lost it. He was a one-tournament wonder. The pressure got to him. You read it all. You shouldn't, but you do. Your average drops to 39, then 36. Your place in the team is questioned publicly. There's talk of dropping you for someone younger, someone hungrier. And here's where it gets real. You realize that being good isn't enough. Being consistent isn't enough. You have to be special. One match against Australia, you make 103. The crowd goes mad. You're a hero again. The same people who said you'd lost it are now saying you're the future. You understand now. The crowd is meaningless. The only opinion that matters is your own. You're 24 now, in your prime. You've played 30 internationals. You're being spoken about as a potential pillar of the team for the next decade. But you keep thinking about something. Your captain is talking to you in the dressing room, and he says, "You're a proper cricketer now, but you're not a champion yet. That's the next level." You ask him what the difference is. He smiles. You'll know when you get there.
Level 8. Series-winning performance and team player.
The series against England is important. It's a 3-match ODI series at home. Your team is rebuilding. Young bowlers. Defensive batting lineup. The pressure is on you and the other senior batsmen to carry the team. Match 1. You make 67. England wins. You've done your job, but it wasn't enough. Match 2. You make 41. Not enough. Match 3. You have to win. The entire series depends on this match. You walk out at 60 for 3. England's bowlers are hostile. They're short-pitched bowling at your head. They're trying to intimidate you. You remember the Gully. You remember Arjun and the state trials. You remember every moment you felt like you didn't belong. You belong here. You bat for 35 overs. You score 118. It's methodical. It's calculated. It's not flashy. It's perfect. Every dot ball is a statement. Every boundary is earned. You're not just batting, you're controlling the game. Your team wins by 54 runs. And for the first time, when the match ends, you don't think about your personal score. You think about your teammates hugging you. You think about the young bowlers who got the victory because you gave them enough to defend. This is what your captain meant. A champion doesn't make it about themselves. They make it about the team. After the series, you're made vice captain. You're 25. Your mom cries. Your dad says, "I'm proud of you, beta." That's the first time he's ever said it directly. He's always just nodded. You're not just a cricketer anymore. You're a leader.
Level 9. World Cup performance.
The World Cup comes around. 24 months of your life have been preparing for this. Your team is favorites. You're their centerpiece. The opening batsman everyone depends on. The voice in the dressing room. First match, you score 71. Comfortable win. Second match, 42. Still a win. Third match, India versus Australia. The semi-final atmosphere in a group match. You make 8. Australia wins. The entire country goes into panic. You go into a darker place. You lie in your hotel room thinking about whether you deserve to be here. Thinking about all the kids back home who would give anything to have your opportunity. Thinking about how you've wasted it. Your captain comes to your room. He sits on the edge of the bed and says, "You're going to have bad matches. This doesn't define you. How you respond defines you." You ask him if he's worried about your form. He says, "I'm not worried about your form. I'm worried about your mind." So you choose something. You choose to stop thinking about the outside noise. You choose to remember why you started. You choose to trust the 18 years of cricket that brought you here. Next match, 86. Clean, powerful, confident. Quarterfinal, 94. Semifinal, 103. You've won the matches in the World Cup before. You didn't score runs in the group, so you're not a tournament star. But you scored when it mattered. The final, India versus Pakistan. 50,000 people in the stadium. Billions watching at home. You're the opening batsman, the first person to bat. You walk out with the Pakistani pace bowlers running in hard. The crowd is deafening. You feel everything at once. The weight of the nation, the dreams of millions, the 8-year-old kid with electrical tape and a stick. First ball, a Yorker. You dig it out. Second ball, short. You sway. Third ball, in the channel. You leave it. This is the biggest stage. This is when it matters. You bat for 54 minutes. You score 97 runs. 1/6, 9 boundaries. You build the entire platform for your team's victory. When the final wicket falls, when Pakistan's batsman is out, when you know you've won, you don't celebrate. You just stand there. Because you finally understand something. It was never about proving something to everyone else. It was always about proving it to the 8-year-old inside you. The 8-year-old who believed when nobody else did.
Level 10. Captain and Legacy.
6 months later, you're named captain. You're 26 years old. You're the 4th youngest captain in Indian cricket history. The weight is incomprehensible. You're not just responsible for your performance anymore. You're responsible for every player in that dressing room. Every decision you make affects their careers, their families, their futures. Your first series as captain is at home. A 3-match test series against Sri Lanka. You lose the first match. As captain, it's your fault. The media writes about tactical decisions, your field placements, your bowling combinations. They don't write about how the young pacer you backed in that match just earned his test cap. They don't write about how you believed in a bowler when he had 3 bad games in a row. They just write, "Captain fails." You sit in the captain's office, and for the first time in years, you doubt yourself. You call your coach. You call your mentor. You call your mom. She says what she's always said. You didn't come this far to only come this far. Match 2. India wins by 73 runs. You make 89. Your bowlers are brilliant. Match 3. India wins. You make 147. It's almost a double century, but you get out trying to accelerate. The old you would have regretted it, but you know something now. Sometimes, as captain, you have to set an example of how to take risks. You win the series 2-1. More importantly, you've given opportunities to 5 young players. 3 of them will go on to become stars. 1 of them will eventually captain India. He'll tell the media someday, "I got my chance because this captain believed in me when I had nothing to show." That's legacy. You're not just a cricketer anymore. You're a builder. You visit your old Gully before an important test. You haven't been back in 8 years. The concrete is still cracked. The motorcycle is a different one, but it's still there, still serving as the boundary marker. Kids are playing. They stop when they recognize you. One of them, maybe 8 years old, barefoot with electrical tape around a stick, asks you if you're really the Indian captain. You say yes. He asks, "Can I be like you?" You kneel down. You look him in the eye. You tell him, "You can be better than me, but you have to want it more than anything in the world. You have to be willing to bleed for it, and you have to remember, no matter how big the stage gets, remember this moment. Remember playing here. Remember why you started." He nods. 20 years later, that kid will be someone's national hero, and he'll tell the same story, how the captain visited his gully and believed in him before he had any reason to.
Level 11. The test series that defines a legacy.
It's your final series as captain, 35 years old. You've had a long career. It's time for the next generation. Your team is playing West Indies in a 2-match test series. You want to go out with something meaningful. First match, you score 48 and 35. India wins, but it's not a stellar performance from you personally. The selectors are already looking at your replacement. You know it. Everyone knows it. Second match, you walk out at 32 for 2. The West Indian pacer, young, hungry, trying to prove himself, is running in hard. He's got something to prove. You understand that feeling. You bat for 6 hours. You score 167. It's not just a cricket inning. It's a statement. Every shot is deliberate. Every defense is solid. You're not trying to prove anything to the crowd, the media, or the selectors. You're proving something to yourself. When you hit the winning boundary, a cover drive off a full delivery, you don't celebrate. You just stand there, watching the ball race toward the boundary. Your teammates surround you. Your captain in waiting is already waiting to hug you. The next generation. You've built this team. You've made it strong enough to continue without you. As you walk off the field, you look up at the stands. Your mom is there, your dad, your siblings, the same people who were there when you scored 47 in school cricket. Your dad is standing, clapping, just clapping. No words, but that nod means everything. In the press conference after the match, someone asks you about retirement. You say, "I don't have a date, but I know when it's time to step away, I will. Because the game taught me that it's not about you, it's about what comes after you." 20 minutes later, you announce your retirement as captain. The entire nation is in shock. Your average is still 47. You could play for 3 more years, but you've learned something in all these years. True greatness isn't about how long you play. It's about the legacy you leave.